So guys, Dr. Lee here. Just want to share a quick message this morning about just being hungry and drive. I think many of us in our lives, sometimes tell ourselves we're not motivated, and you have to ask yourself, why aren't you motivated? What in your life has drew that motivation out of you? Because here's the truth. We were all born with motivation. Children are born with motivation. You see a child wake up in the morning. I feel like kids are a great example of how we are intended to live, because if you see them wake up, you see they're motivated. They're ready to go. They got energy. And you have to say why, because they're excited about something. And so I just want to talk a little bit today about how, hard times, some of the people that have had the hardest times in life end up being the most successful because they have the most motivation and the most drive. Well, why is that? They've got motivation and drive because they've been through something. They've got motivation and drive because things haven't always been easy for them. And I can tell you with 100% certainty in my life, and one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about the topic of persistence is because that has been the story of my life. Everything that I've tried to do has been pretty difficult for me. It started off in sports, trying to figure out how to make myself a basketball player when, I didn't have any skills, and I sucked at basketball, and I was small, and I wasn't tall as everybody else. I wasn't big as everybody else. How in the world do I make myself a basketball player with what I got? And then from there it was, how in the world do I get accepted into medical school when I don't have the highest grades, and I didn't go to the best schools, and I didn't have people in my life that told me how to do it. Nobody in my family has a 4-year degree. It's like it deemed very, very difficult for me. And then from there it was like, well, how do I create the life that I want? Like, how do I make how do I make a business? How do I step out of this life that medicine has told me I have to live and do what I want to do? So and then even before that, as a kid, not having everything and seeing people that had stuff and feeling like I was missing out, or I was suffering because I didn't have certain things or some basics of life that I thought I needed, and so a lot of my drive comes from things that I've been through. It comes from struggles that I've been through, and people say, well, why are you so motivated? Why are you so excited? One, because I've come a long way, number one. And two, I know what the alternative is. I know what it's like to not have, right? And I don't want to be there ever again. So, in my mind, there's no day where I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm chilling. I ain't doing nothing today. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna relax. There ain't no more to get. There's nothing else to be gotten. Like, I'm never going to think that. I'm never going to think that, because I do understand that every day is an opportunity. Every day is an opportunity for me to go out and create something in my life. And so, I just tell folks, many times folks get discouraged when they are going through something. They get discouraged when something doesn't go their way. They get discouraged when, they fail. But here's the truth about it. Those are the times that pain that comes with that, that's what gives you the edge when something else comes up. So trust me, when you see somebody that has gotten somewhere and that has done something, there's been a lot of pain that comes with that. And the person processes that pain, right? And they turn that pain into fuel to have them do something with their life, right? So, reframe how you're looking at your mishaps or, your shortcomings in life. Reframe how you look at that. But you got to understand, many of the people that you're looking at and that you're excited about, you feel like they got energy and extra drive or extra gear. A lot of those people have been through a lot of stuff. And so you might look at them now and see them all polished and all tightened up, but trust me, it's been some dark times in that person's life. And same with me, the enthusiasm and joy that I bring to the world. There's been some tough times in my life. There's been some dark times in my life. And, I've just realized I've just made a choice that I'm going to decide to live on this other side of motivation and enthusiasm. So when you're going through something, don't always look at it as, hey, this is something that's going to get me depressed or it's going to defeat me. A lot of people let tough times defeat them. And then they succumb to a life of compromise, a life of mediocrity, a life that's less than what they want, because they're not viewing that test how it should be viewed. It should be viewed as, this is what's growing my strength. This is what's growing my drive. But for me, honestly, the hunger comes from not always having. And the hunger is always going to stay there because I've got a family now that I want also to have. And I've got a family that I want to create a specific lifestyle for, and I don't want my kids to have to go through some of the stuff that I went through. So I'm waking up every day getting it, but a lot of that drive is from stuff that I've been through. So, here's the message. The message is that, sacrifice and pain comes with success. Sacrifice and pain comes with the limelight. Sacrifice and pain comes with, getting people to, think that you're awesome, right? All of that stuff comes with sacrifice and pain. And so if you find yourself in a position where you're going through some sacrifice and pain, don't waste that. Learn that lesson, and then make sure you're sharing that with the next generation and passing that down because, many times we're going through stuff for other people. All right, guys, so I hope this was helpful, and attack this week. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch up next week. Take care, guys.